fear for Monday Night Raw. Welcome back to the ACB Wrestling Talk channel, your main source for wrestling news, topics, discussion, previews, all that kind of good stuff. I am your host, Alexis Carrillo, and tonight on Monday Night Raw we get the entire fallout, well, a little bit of the fallout from Super Show-Down from last Saturday's event in Australia, in Melbourne, Australia, and a lot of things to talk about said event. But one of the things that I fear for not only tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw, but for the next couple of months, possibly on the road to WrestleMania, is the fact that there is a big chance, a very big chance, that WWE might shift the attention and the main focal point of Monday Night Raw to this angle. And that angle being the return of Shawn Michaels and DX versus the Brothers of Destruction, and in the future The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. That is my fear. Now, a lot of you might be asking, fear? Fear for what? They're four of the greatest superstars of all time. They're legends. They've won multiple championships. They're considered as a few of the best, of the absolute best in WWE history. Well, here's the thing. My fear is that these four guys, The Undertaker, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Kane, they are all past their prime, way past their prime. They are all old. Like I've said time and time again on the road to Super Show-Down, I was not looking forward to that match. I was not excited for that last time ever match. And it appears that they are now building to a Brothers of Destruction versus DX match, which to me would have been exciting about 10 years ago in DX's last reunion when they were tag team champions. That would have been somewhat exciting, specifically because back then I was a kid. I was a 13, 14-year-old kid back then. So it would have been ultra exciting for me. Today, I find it a chore to watch these legends pass off as the main guys in WWE today. And this is just my opinion. I want the main event of today to be riddled by the guys like from the Pac and from the Shield. Honestly, I take 1,000 main event matches from Roman Reigns, which I am a fan of. I get it, there are better wrestlers, but I will take 1,000 matches from Roman Reigns over one match from The Undertaker and Triple H and Kane and Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels already retired. He's apparently going to come out of retirement. The other three, they should have retired 5, 6, 7 years ago. They're past their prime. At least for me, I don't care about their matches. I'm not excited about their matches. I'm not excited about them being in the damn main event. To me, it was embarrassing last week watching Shawn Michaels come out, cut his promo, then have Kane lay him out, have The Undertaker reappear, do all of that, then have Triple H come down. It was embarrassing. I was like, wait, this was old news in 2009, 2010, 2011. That was old news. You want this segment to excite me? Put these guys all the way back in their prime in the Attitude Era. I couldn't even watch wrestling back then, and I watched them on YouTube. I watched them on the WWE Network, and I get excited. Today, it's embarrassing. Today, it's not, I just can't feel it. Okay? And I get this feeling that WWE just does not trust their stars. Because we've gotten different eras. We've gotten era after era after era after era. And they've all had, their own pack, their own guys leading that era. today it seems we have so much talent and we have so much expectations, and our fans have so much expectations that we can't consider the talent of today top stars because the fans want the talent of yesteryear. And so when in the future, when these guys, right now they can't go, but in a few years from now, when they really can't go, when they really can't do shit in that ring, and you put Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, or Rollins versus Ambrose, or Ambrose versus Finn Balor, any kind of combination of the current guys today in the main event of WrestleMania, people are going to be disappointed. Why? Because there are no part-timers, there are no old-timers, there are no legends, and it just pisses me off. And it's the one thing about Raw that pisses me off, because I can get behind the fact of watching a show that I enjoy. Not as much as in the past, but I still enjoy a Raw. What I can't get over the fact is that these guys are past their prime, and they are still in the damn main event of Monday Night Raw, and they are still the focal point of a damn pay-per-view. Not just this Saturday, but in the future pay-per-views to come. I can't get over the fact. It pisses me off. I hate it. I don't like it at all. And honestly, if any one of these guys comes out on Raw tonight, I'm just going to be disappointed. I'm just going to be disappointed. Especially after last week's great episode of Monday Night Raw, elevated by the Shield versus the Pac series of singles matches. Those kinds of matches are the ones I want on Raw. That kind of program. I want the focal point to be on them, not on some washed up, has-been, yes, legends, but that should have moved on years ago. So with that out of the way, let's go into the rest of the official lineup. Riott, the Riott Squad lost to Ronda Rousey and the Bella Twins at Super Show-Down. It appears that feud, that rivalry has come and gone. So right now, it's time to put some focal point on Evolution October 28th. Again, another worry. A few days after that, we got Crown Jewel. They're going to be building up both events. So, again, not excited about Evolution because they're going to be building up to both events. As far as this segment with the Raw Women's Champion Rousey goes, start building up Nikki Bella versus Ronda Rousey. Have Nikki Bella turn on Ronda Rousey tonight. We're 3 weeks away from Evolution. You need this feud, you need this rivalry to heat up immediately. So, if it were up to me, if it were my call, have Nikki Bella turn on Rousey tonight. Have the Bella Twins lay out Natalya, have the Bella Twins lay out Ronda Rousey, because at the end of the day, the fans want to boo the Bella Twins. At least give them that. At least give them a good reason to boo them in storyline. Then we have the Shield held off the Pac. But again, like I mentioned, they're going to be building up to Crown Jewel as well as Evolution. So we're going to have a lot more of Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns. A lot more of their feud, of their rivalry. And maybe the sprinkling of Brock Lesnar here and there with Paul Heyman. What interests me is the next few seeds that are planted in Dean Ambrose's future heel turn. I believe he will turn heel. I believe it's a few months away from getting to that point. But I'm interested in the process of getting to that point. A lot of fans are already asking is a light word. They're demanding Dean Ambrose to turn on Rollins. Make it exciting. Bring me the lunatic fringe. Bring me this heel crazy Ambrose. I'm excited in the process, in the build-up, in the story beats that WWE is going to be trying to tell us over the next few weeks, over the next few months. That's what I'm excited about when it comes to the Shield. And finally, WWE.com is teasing new foes for Bobby Lashley, new rivals. After this past Saturday, John Cena and Bobby Lashley took out the team of Elias and Kevin Owens. And I believe it's just a tease. I seriously doubt that they're going to move Lashley away from his feud from Kevin Owens this quickly. Because one thing is for certain with Lashley. They kind of don't know what to do with him. They don't want to put him in the main event for the Universal title. They don't want to elevate him that much. I don't think fans would be excited if you elevate Lashley into the mid-card scene with the Intercontinental title against Rollins. I don't think fans will be excited about that. One thing fans would be excited about, as well as Lashley, would be if you paired him up with Lesnar, building up to a future match. Lesnar is obviously occupied at least until Crown Jewel, so that's out of the question. So, for now, Kevin Owens and Lashley still have beef, and that will continue in the next couple of weeks. So that's the preview for tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw. Again, I fear for Monday Night Raw, because I fear that we are just going to have the next 8, 12, possibly 16 weeks focusing on the legends and not on the current damn roster. So anyway, if you disagree with me on that whole rant at the beginning of this video, leave your thoughts below. Do you agree with me in terms of the legends taking the focal point of Monday Night Raw, or do you disagree with me? Do you think I'm disrespecting them by speaking of them in those terms? Leave your comments below. I'd love to hear them. I'd love to start this discussion with you guys, so leave them on the comment section below. If you follow wrestling news, topic discussion, previews, all that kind of good stuff, consider subscribing. If you liked this video, hit the like button. If you dislike this video, hit the dislike button and leave a comment below. Tell me what you did not like about this video. That's it for me. Till next time.